let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. Let's see.
Crushed. Oh my God. Dog, can I help you? Jesus Christ.
Matt Rife is one of the most renowned comedians today, with sold-out shows wherever he goes. However, there's a lot of stress that comes with fame, such as crowd members attacking you. In this instance, a random man tried to jump Matt, and luckily, his security saved him before things could get serious. Thankfully, Rife was able to turn the whole thing into a joke.
I've never... First of all, no one's ever rushed the stage ever, and also, never as lovingly.
And carry on with the show, although it came at the cost of the guard who allowed the heckler to go at him.
I mean, my security's on one, dog. Holy shit.
All right, let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. Let's see.
Matt Rife shows up again, as in this particular incident, he totally owned the heckler who tried to ruin his show. Instead, she just gave him a lot of new material to work with.
Virgo men and Aquarius men. You're Aquarius? Oh, I thought you were annoying. I'm sorry, I thought you were...
As he was able to make fun of her star sign and even her name. It's incidents like these that go on to show how skilled he is, to be able to come up with such lines all in the heat of the moment.
Why do you think Virgo men are the worst, though? You don't fuck with them? Look, I would fuck you, I haven't washed my hands since petting a dog. I don't want to do that to you.
Can you let me get to the joke? What are we talking about? Don't make sense. Who's to make sense? You're this drunk at 7:30, and you think they got the problem?
Comedian Akash Singh has done quite well, despite not being a very big name in the industry as well. But this one time, he had to deal with a drunk Karen, who kept talking about how she had more money than him. This is obviously not the right way to talk, but instead of getting flustered, Singh totally dismissed her and made so much fun of her that she left the show.
Yeah, you're not involved. I love that she thought everyone was gonna leave with her, and everybody's like, thank God this bitch left. Thank God this bitch left. That's my favorite thing.
The man with her then went on to reveal that she's the cart girl, which only added further insult to injury.
I never thought I would have such arrogant opinions from such a poor person, you know what I mean?
British comedian Jimmy Carr is renowned for his razor-sharp comebacks, and he's never shied away from giving the crowd a piece of his mind. In one memorable instance, when a heckler challenged him,
Any other heckles? What, sorry? Posh prick. Posh prick seems a bit harsh. All right, Miles, what's your favourite colour? Blue. Number between 1 and 8, Miles? 4. Ooh. Says if you've come as a cunt, you've won. Bit of good news.
Carr retorted with such precision that the audience erupted in laughter, effectively silencing the disruptor. We'd talk about the lines he said, but they're not exactly PG-13. Also, please note that Carr has lots of instances where he totally owns the audience.
What do you do, sir? You do telecoms. What do you do? Do you? I do you. I do you telephone. You build them network. Ironically, you work in communications and can hardly...
That things had gone better and you got the attention that you feel you deserve. Because you don't give a fuck about other people. You think about your own little baby self, you big old grown-up baby. Is that what's going on?
Joe Rogan is a man you might associate with his podcast, but he also does stand-up comedy, believe it or not. In this one show, there was one heckler who kept trying to get Joe's attention, but when he finally got it, he immediately regretted it. Not only did Joe call him out for trying to ruin the show, but he also called him a big grown-up baby. That's not the kind of insult you want to remember on the drive back home.
Some of us, what?
When he starts to do it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna trust you as a mom.
Jeremiah Watkins may not be as imposing or charismatic as some of the other comedians on this list, but he sure has a way with words. During a show where he was talking about potty training, a Karen tried to correct him, but got owned immediately. Her husband tried to stand up for her, but one thing led to another, and Watkins ended up implying that their daughters were dogs.
When you potty trained your 9-month, your 9...
She's like, I'm her husband, she's absolutely right. Our daughter was like 9 months.
Oh, by the way, their daughters are dogs, by the way.
The Karen naturally got offended, but the crowd sided with Watkins and managed to force the annoying couple to get out of the show.
You were heckling.
Who you meet for the drunker?
It's not all about you right now.
I bought your hat.
I'm actually taking a step outside because I can't stand it.
Sammy Obeid found himself in a tight spot when he was trying to tell a story about himself, but ended up offending a woman in the crowd. She kept trying to make the whole thing about her, but Sammy was able to call her out in front of the entire crowd.
Let me give you a piece of advice. People in this room are very not happy with what's going on right now. And you didn't know that until they clapped.
And he even got them to be on his side. Some of the attendees even stepped outside because they couldn't handle this woman's attitude. Luckily, Sammy was able to control the whole situation and prevented it from becoming something undesirable.
I thought you were an asshole besides the fact that you were
Can we be done with this?
Shut the out already. Shut the up. Here's Pikachu.
Yeah.
You laugh like an asthmatic sea in a donkey.
I laugh like an asthmatic seal in a donkey. How do you know?
Jimmy Carr makes it again with a heckler who somewhat dug his own grave when he said that Carr's laughing sounded like an asthmatic seal doing certain things to a donkey. Naturally, the heckler thought this was his moment to shine, but Carr was not going to be beaten so easily. He quickly regained control by asking him how he knew what such an act would sound like. This owned him, and Carr got back to his show, completely unfazed.
This a movie we shooting. We just can't have the front row empty. Bring your ass back. Okay. Okay.
You're kicking him out.
Where y'all going? Who y'all know upstairs? Did they leave their coat? Is that their coat? Yeah.
Steve Harvey is known for his charisma, and he showed it properly during the original Kings of Comedy. Harvey didn't hold back when some of the audience members tried to disrupt his flow. That didn't stop him or his signature wit, as he totally turned the tables, making the hecklers the butt of the joke and leaving the crowd in stitches.
You've never bled out of your dick before.
You're not smart.
Andrew Schultz is a controversial character for many reasons, and he gets a lot of hecklers for that. In this one instance, a heckler tried the typical trope of saying Andrew's joke wasn't funny. However, he had the right response for it.
But if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind.
As he told her that in order to get his joke, she would need to have a sense of humor and also some brains. Andrew went on to mock the heckler for quite some time and totally won the situation with minimal effort.
I look like I f***ed a pig. Do I still owe your mum money? Is she annoyed, is she?
In yet another instance involving Jimmy Carr, we see him dealing with a heckler who says that he looks like he just did certain things with a pig. It's a pretty bad insult, but comedians are immune to such lines, so Carr did him one better. He compared the pig to his heckler's mom and implied something extremely intense, which immediately gave him the honors in the little exchange. What's to be noted is the spontaneity with which Carr was able to respond to the heckler. It was almost as if he had expected someone to say this to him. He didn't just stop there.
But if a woman sleeps with loads and loads of men, she's called Rack's mum.
As the mom jokes kept flowing throughout the night.
That mother. Shut the.
Troy Bond got to deal with probably one of the most annoying hecklers he could have ever imagined when he got called racist by someone in the crowd simply because he tried to crack a Donald Trump joke. This woman was like the mother Karen to all the other Karens because she just did not stop, no matter what Troy told her. He kept winning.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a damn it.
But the Karen didn't want to accept defeat. Anyway, she got thrown out. And Troy ended things quite brutally by calling her Kamala Harris.
Have a good night, Kamala Harris.
Naturally, this offended her a lot. But naturally, Troy didn't care at all.
You're literally scraping food onto a plate while you're talking to me about sex.
Matt Rife comes back again, as he owns a heckler for trying to school him on the art of certain techniques. He called her out by mocking the way she was using her fingers to scrape her own food. And then he went from one savage line to another, as the heckler was left with no other option but to shut up.
You're from Pakistan. That's not even the same shit, you racist mother.
While this one was not as hostile, it still counts as heckling. Andrew Schultz got interrupted by a man from Pakistan as he was trying to crack a joke on Joe Biden. Naturally, this led to some more jokes, and he even picked on the heckler's friend who was from Somalia. Luckily, everyone had fun with this one, and nobody was a Karen about it.
I'm not for abortion. Oh, shut up, nigga.
And to round it up, we have Dave Chappelle talking about his stance on abortion. He basically leads the audience on, as it was his leeway into a joke, but then one of the crowd members started to oppose his stance. Dave simply told this person to shut up, which was a short and sweet way to get on with the show and complete his joke. Like, share, and subscribe if you liked this clip, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay then, see you soon.